All right, family. Black Power. It's the Truth Hour. Y'all know what time it is. We about to get busy. It's the Truth Hour with General Sarah Seti. Kick back, get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. This Sunday, April the 17th, I didn't even know. When I put this live stream together, I didn't even know it was the Easter. I say, oh man, I'm coming on these people Easter. They sure enough gonna be mad. This Sunday, Easter Sunday, April 17th. Matter of fact, this is the wrong the wrong flyer right here. Let me get this one on up out of here. That ain't the right one. Let me get that one on up out of here. I don't know how the hell that one got up in there. Oh no. No, sir. Can't have that. All right. There we go. There we go. Right there. Sunday, April 17th. Freemasonry exposed, Wiccan, Luciferianism, Satanism, frat sorors, and the Jesuits. And those, and see, this right here is a say it all. I keep, and it's the mystery behind the information. We got to, leave the smoke and mirrors alone. We got to deal with the fact that there's an operation of illuminated sickness that's going on around the planet, where a few at the top in brotherhood of occult sickness and power tripping and shit is instituting a new world order on the planet, where the few at the top, you know what I'm saying, orchestrate a genocide on the masses of people at the bottom. And we got to understand that, a lot of our own have aligned themselves with this beast. And they've openly come out in front of us and, and shown their allegiance. You see, and we got to look at the signs. We got to look at the symbols. A lot of people's out here throwing up the signs and the symbols themselves. They've been indoctrinated. You know what I'm saying? And so, this is right here is, man, listen here. You're not going to find nothing like this. Believe that. This is all powerful. I've been doing this from, since shit. This lecture is damn near almost going on over 15 years old. And so it's been grown beyond, this shit is just lectures inside of lectures inside of lectures. You know what I'm saying? And so, I done took the top, of the best, of all the groups, and it's still just a small percentage, but it's mind blowing and it's shocking. And when you see the symbols and how they, they've been painted all over the buildings and shit, all in your school books. And there are many of these groups out here that are openly aligned with them, and you don't even understand how they align. You know what I'm saying? That they done signed up and they throw your ass up under the bus without no problem. And then many of them use the term black organizations and this, that, them motherfuckers, yeah, and throw your black ass up under the bus so quick you won't even believe it. And so, make sure you hit that link and you be in the house, because this most definitely it's gonna be on Easter too. Man, shit, you might get put up out the family. You know what I'm saying? You fuck around, get put up out the family messing around. You see? But the truth, it'll be a good time for you to put, to get you somebody, you know what I'm saying? That, you think that they might be, ready for this information. This could wake them clean up out they coma. Some people sleep, some niggas is in comas. You know what I'm saying? They in a deep, deep coma. So make sure you hit that link and be in the house. Ring the alarm. Y'all know what time it is. Ring the alarm. Dropping bombs on KingSeti.com. We talking about KingSeti.com, Seti online marketplace, official General Sarah Seti DVDs and T-shirts, official DVD lectures, T-shirts and hoodies for the for the African kings and queens. Got African and Kemetic jewelry, fly. You understand? For the divine and the royal family out there, we got holistic tonics and remedies. Just got some sour sop and some turmeric living bitters in there to get you together, and you need it out there to protect yourself against the plague and everything else that's flying through the air that's ready to jump on you soon as you leave out the house. You got to have your armor on. You know what I'm saying? So get on over there, get you some of that holistic tonics and remedies. We also got home decor for the family. You know, transforming your African home into the African temple that you always wanted. And right now we got 15% off for the family. So you can go on over there and get you all the things you've been eyeing and get you 15% off at the same time. You feel me? Y'all know what time it is. GeneralSeti.com, Seti University, over 800 videos and lectures on the site as we speak. You know, too raw for you to ban videos. You can't put it nowhere. You put that shit up on YouTube, goddamn it, they'll ban you forever. You see what I'm saying? All my debates, Freemasonry, occult science, all world religions, black power politics, and economics highlights from over 50 cities. All my street battles, behind the scene footage, video and radio interviews, Seti with the master teachers, ancient civilization and mythology, and much, much more. The black goddamn Netflix. You can't even you be binging on that knowledge. I just want you, once you get it, that you put it into action. Knowledge without action is a damn sin in the black community at this time. One of the greatest sins you can commit is learn some goddamn knowledge and don't put it to use. And so we just, we going on Patreon tonight. We gonna be dealing with the Jehovah sickness. Excuse me, y'all. Jehovah Witness. Charles Taz Russell, and I put his middle name as his first name. It don't make no difference. You know what I'm saying? Taz Charles Russell, Charles Taz Russell, Taz Charles Russell, pseudo-Egyptian Freemason hysteria. You see, trying to give you the Book of Mormon, he behind the scenes studying our African ancestors. And they knocking on your damn door talking about giving you a watchtower. And goddamn it, you need to be giving them a black man of the Nile from Dr. Ben. You understand what I'm saying? You need to be giving them a black man of the Nile. Say, goddamn it, you give me a watchtower, I'm going to give you this black man of the Nile and his family from Dr. Yosef Ben Yakanan. You see, get this shit up out of here. Ain't no black people on the cover of this shit any damn way. Knocking on somebody's goddamn door and hand you a damn pamphlet where ain't nothing but, cavemen and women on the motherfucker. You don't see yourself no damn where, and you talking about where this gonna get me. You understand what I'm saying? They just don't tell you in Mormonism and also in Jehovah Witness and the Mormons, that when you go to heaven, if you black, you turn white. They didn't tell y'all that. So I'm gonna tell you now. You feel me? And so what we dealing with today, we dealing with hip hop, Freemason, Satanists. You see, which is gonna be a topic that we're gonna be dealing with this Sunday. We talking about the soundtrack, the Black Genocide, and they very familiar. They familiar what's going on. You know what I'm saying? They very familiar with what's going on. I don't want nobody to believe that they don't know what's going on. Because if you just go throw some goddamn symbols up that have already been associated with so many, occult organizations, and people not gonna charge you for that, you got to be the most naive motherfucker on the planet. You see what I'm saying? And so they know what's going on. You understand what I'm saying? But they all right with the allegiance. You see, they all right with the allegiance. They all right with the allegiance. So, that's why I say, damn, a lot of these cats and shit, they've been millionaires and some of them have become billionaires, for a long time now. They didn't just get this money, they've been got money. You see what I'm saying? But yet and still they keep rapping this murder music. You see, they keep rapping this murder music. And so I don't excuse nobody, but I also, you drop the hammer on the nigga harder than you drop anybody, because the outsiders don't have no love for our people, and so we can't charge them as we charge our own. The most wicked motherfucker is the one in your own house that trade on the house. You see what I'm saying? And so you got to drop the hammer on their ass harder to send a message that we're not accepting this within our own house, because that's where your defense lies. You see what I'm saying? When you build up your defense, you got to make sure that the inside of the house is invincible, that it cannot be beat. You see what I'm saying? From within. And so that's the first place you got to start. And so you see right here, let me take this down. You got old Jay-Z. Do what thou wilt. Do what thou wilt. Now that's one of the you dealing with Aleister Crowley. You dealing with old Aleister Crowley, the sickest motherfucker that ever walked on the planet. His mama called him the beast. You see what I'm saying? His mama called him the beast. People didn't know that. Now, when your mama call you the beast, you know you fucked up. You got to be when your mama call you the beast. And goddamn it, what's wrong with her to be having motherfuckers like that? You know what I'm saying? She the mother of the goddamn beast. She the mother of the goddamn beast. And so you got this motherfucker, Aleister Crowley. He, called the most evil man that ever lived. This man was so evil, and he was doing all type of satanic rituals. Man, they out there, man, this motherfucker was in Italy. He had been put out of countries. Countries didn't even want Aleister Crowley in their national confines. You know what I'm saying? They was banning goddamn Aleister Crowley from coming into the people, into their fucking nation. You understand what I'm saying? Because he was performing so many type of sick ass ritual, and I seen niggas take up for Aleister Crowley. The last time I did a video on Aleister Crowley, man, the nigga got mad at me. Took up for him. Say, I ain't understand Aleister Crowley. And I see a lot of, because the thing is, when you start dealing with the occult, Aleister Crowley is almost, he's right there damn near with Madame Blavatsky. Madame Blavatsky is the matriarch of the occult world, and Aleister Crowley is like, he like goddamn Michael Jordan and shit. You know what I'm saying? He's like one of their most profound stars. You know what I'm saying? And very well has probably got as much influence on the occult world, as Madame Blavatsky. You know what I'm saying? And so even you don't even know who's influenced by this man. And so a lot of the groups out there, that deal with the occult world, even within the black community, it fucked me up because, I asked the question and I say, do y'all fuck with Madame Blavatsky and Aleister Crowley? I couldn't even get no goddamn answer. So that was the answer. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, getting mad. I don't give a fuck because you getting mad. You know what I'm saying? I draw the line where the fuck it need to be drawn. I seen that Bobby Hemmett also fuck with Aleister Crowley. You understand what I'm saying? And I'll leave that there. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that fuck with Aleister Crowley ain't on their right motherfucking mind. That's just real talking. I don't care how you like it. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how you like it. This motherfucker he got put out of Italy because he in there goddamn doing rituals where he done gave one of his own goddamn students and shit some cat blood, in a ritual. The motherfucker died, and Mussolini, you understand? Oh, and Mussolini a devil. He's a beast. The same leader of Italy that dropped all type and went to war with Ethiopia and dropped all type of chemical and biological warfare on Ethiopia, as sick as he was. Mussolini put Aleister Crowley out of Italy. I'm just showing you who these people is aligned with and who they identify with. You see what I'm saying? So when you see Jay-Z got this do with thy will on it, And that's a quote that comes from do whatever the fuck you want. No rules. And so, and so when I heard that, that's the same thing, you know what I'm saying? Where, and I say, and don't give a fuck who don't like it. When Bobby Hemming was talking about, not having, you don't need morals and shit. And, and Khaled had to get on him about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Talking about do what thou will. You don't need no morality and all this goddamn. You don't need morality. This is the shit that he was talking about. That's the same as saying, do what thou will. Do what thou will. You see what I'm saying? And so, let me get down here. So you can see this motherfucker and what he talking about. The great big beast. I almost call him a bitch because he was. You see what I'm saying? Because he was into the other side too. You understand what I'm saying? He was on the other side too. And and you already know what that he was on the other side too. And so he was one of the first ones. You look down there, you see that damn, he believed in some type of spaceman and shit. You know what I'm saying? And what's his name? From Scientology, L. Ron Hubbard. You understand what I'm saying? He was up under Alice. He stole a lot from Aleister Crowley too. You see what I'm saying? And so you see the great beast 666. You see, and so this is some of the things that he said. Okay, and so this is what I'm laying it out for you. You see, I ain't making this shit up. I'm gonna show you. This man say the serpent Satan is not the enemy of man. Hear me out. But he who made gods of our race, but he who made, knowing good and evil, he bade know thyself and taught initiation. The serpent Satan is not the enemy of man. You see, he's not the enemy. He's your friend. He's your friend. Oh, Satan. You see, and so and nigga, come and join up, nigga. Put your name on the list. And say, and what it say right here? It say, we shall do magic unto our Lord the devil, such as the earth have never known. Aleister Crowley. Nah, I'm just saying, man. And so when you see motherfuckers use, because he's the one that coined magic with the K on the end. You see? You know what I'm saying? So you see a motherfucker with the K on the end, they deep. Them motherfuckers is into that shit deep. You know what I'm saying? You better watch them any of them. But you see that K on the end, more times than not, they on that Aleister Crowley level. You see what I'm saying? Because he's the one that coined that shit. So that's their Lord. So this is his Lord, the devil. See? And so a lot of people, this is just something to give you, make sure y'all be in the house. You see what I'm saying? See, when you see motherfuckers, they say this is the pyramid. Wait a minute now. Wait a minute now. I want to talk to you. Because people go, if it is a secret order, do you think that they're going to put that shit out there so simplistic that you could just, and that's all it is, it's a pyramid. And you see the eye, you might say, oh, well, this is the pyramid on the dollar and the eyes at the top, but it's deeper than that. It's deeper than that. See, they'll put one meaning out there and it might look, okay, that's what but it's deeper than that. You see what I'm saying? It's deeper than that because it's also a portal. You see what I'm saying? It's a portal and you looking up in the portal. You see? You're looking up in the portal, but nobody gonna tell you what type of portal that it is. You see what I'm saying? And I'm gonna give you, some insight on what that portal is tonight. This is just one gem. I'm gonna have hundreds of gems this Sunday. I'm gonna have hundreds of gems, so make sure you hit that damn link and get this work. You know what I'm saying? And so you see, he didn't indoctrinate it. He didn't indoctrinate his wife. Yes, and you got to know And because I've already laid it out. You see what I'm saying? I see y'all was fucking with old Abramovich, Maria Abramovich, a damn witch. You see what I'm saying? You see, a witch, in which I'll get into this Sunday. She's all into blood rituals and shit and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? And so we'll get into that. But see, now when they show you this, you get the impression it's just a pyramid, and and it's the eye, the all-seeing eye. But see, Jim Carrey, see, Jim Carrey showed people what it really was. You see what I'm saying? Jim Carrey showed people what it really was. And that's why he was really mad at Will Smith, because he like, motherfucker, you was indoctrinated, nigga. And I know he slapped me and he went up there, but once you've been indoctrinated, you can't turn back. And so they feel like, oh, you this nigga trying to turn back. You see what I'm saying? You trying to turn back, but anybody that go up there, then been indoctrinated on a certain level. Some see where this shit go, and maybe they try to turn back. And those that try to turn back they get outed. You understand what I'm saying? They get outed, they get blackballed. You understand? To a certain degree, they got to pay that penalty. And so when you see Jim Carrey, he knows. Now I done dropped this bomb many times before. You see what I'm saying? And so when you look at it, and you see him here, I think he was on Jimmy Kimmel. You understand what I'm saying? And what it's called, family? When it's called osculum infame. Okay, osculum infame. And this is when a witch is indoctrinated into her witchery by the devil. You understand what I'm saying? And so they call it the kiss of shame. I don't want to go so deep till they be like, Seti, what the fuck? And you can look it up. Osculum infame. It's called the kiss of death. The kiss of shame. And this is when a witch come in contact with the devil. And you understand what I'm saying? And you got to kiss the, and I'm gonna leave it there because it's saying exactly what it needs to say. You know what I'm saying? It's saying exactly what it needs to say. See right there, kiss of shame. You see the kiss of shame. And so he's showing you exactly what it is. You see? And so now we got to deal with it. It's the goat. You're dealing with the goat, family. You see what I'm saying? You're dealing with the goat. So they showing you what's behind it. So what they do, they put this, the first degree. Are you a Mason? And they ask you, who's riding the goat? The question is not who riding the goat, but is the goat riding you, nigga? You understand what I'm saying? Are you a Mason? You see the goat down there. You see, which is, the primordial goat god is pain. You see, the primordial goat god is pain. All other manifestations of the goat is a revision of pain. You see, from the ancient, I don't even want to use the term ancient because the Cro-Magnon ain't even ancient. But from his earliest days, that was his primordial god. And they say the great god Pan. They don't just say Pan, they say the great god Pan. You know what I'm saying? And so he was foremost. He was up there with Saturn. You know what I'm saying? And so they was the two chief deities. You see? And so you look down here and you see right here it say, do what thou wilt. Now, you also see Obama. I'm just letting you know. This motherfucker running the world, but these is, how could you not know this shit, man? You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna make me believe you that intelligent. You didn't, and you got all this information. You want to drop on all the subjects of dealing with the world, politics, and and all of this and shit, history and shit, that you don't know what you got on your chest. You see what I'm saying? And know that this man is one of the sickest individuals that ever walked on the planet. You see? And so I'm just showing you where it's at. And so these is, when you talk about and I want you to see this. Wait a minute, let me show you this. In dealing with old Aleister. This is a picture of old Aleister right here. And he is a Freemason, without a doubt. He's in there with all his regalia. And so that's why I keep telling people, you know what I'm saying? You got all these so-called pastors and all these so-called Muslims and, and all these so-called Jews and, and they could be this Jehovah Witness, Mormon, and they all in the Freemason, they all in the lodge. And so regardless of whatever religion they might practice or profess on the surface, when they go behind the scenes and they go in the lodge, you see the motherfucking Aleister Crowley type that is into Luciferianism and all type of Satanism, and they call these motherfuckers they brother. They still in the lodge and shit. They supposed to be so-called quote-unquote Christians, followers of Jesus Christ, the Pope, and his ass is a Freemason. He's in there too. So they don't have no, so all them other religions that they profess, them is surface religion. But when they go behind the scenes and go behind the veil, the deity of worship is Lucifer. Okay? Now you see right here, if you look on this picture, you look on Aleister Crowley's picture, you see the symbol right here. And you see he got Baphomet next to it. And then you go over here, you see the Sovereign Grand Commander, Henry Claus in 33rd degree. And this is the symbol of Baphomet that won by Aleister Crowley. So you see right there that, that they into Baphomet satanic worship. Now this is all, bringing it up. And I'm going to the top. I don't go to the bottom. I go to the top. Now you're talking about 33rd degree. You're talking about Albert Pike. By many, they say that Albert Pike is the greatest Freemason of all time. He rewrote the rules and laws and ordinances of Southern Freemasonry without a doubt. You understand what I'm saying? Scottish Rite. He rewrote all this. So if you get the book Morals and Dogma, then he wrote all that. That's their laws. You understand what I'm saying? That's their laws and their codes that they go by. You see, and so Albert Pike had no problem in saying Luciferian, he's at the top. I don't want no motherfucker to say he's at the bottom. No other goddamn Freemason gonna go against what he say because they know how great he is. And he was so great. If you go to Washington, D.C., and you go and you see this temple, this is the Scottish Rite Temple in Washington, D.C. Albert Pike is buried in that building right there. Now, he was a Southerner. Now, he was a Confederate general. You see, he was a Confederate. And he's the only Confederate general. I don't know of any other lawman, I don't know, politician that was ever buried in D.C. So that shows you how powerful he was. You understand what I'm saying? To have statues and all that shit in D.C., you know what I'm saying? So that just shows you how powerful he was to be buried in. And it says right here, listen to it now. This is old Albert Pike. Albert looked like that motherfucker off of Star Wars. What's that? The Emperor. You understand what I'm saying? He looked like the Emperor. Old, decrepit looking ass. Chromatic. You see what I'm saying? That which we, listen to him now, that which we must say to the crowd is, we worship a God, but it is the God that one adores without superstition. To you, sovereign grand inspectors general, we say this, that you may repeat it to the brethren of the 32nd, 31st, and 30th degrees. The Masonic religion should be, by all of us, initiate of the high degrees, maintained in the purity of the Luciferian doctrine. If Lucifer were not God, would Adonai Jesus communicate, spread false and harmful statements about him? Yes, Lucifer is God. I say, well, we already knew that. But, Now, so to have one of the highest ranking Freemasons of all time come out and say, you understand, he got the Baphomet symbol on too. He got the Baphomet symbol on. That Aleister Crowley is got on, he got the Baphomet symbol hanging on his damn chest. You see? And so they all indoctrinated into this. And so when you talking about who running hip hop, you know what I'm saying? They putting out all this crazy ass goddamn, murder music, the soundtrack for Black Genocide, and you saying to yourself, well, goddamn nigga, y'all been out here all this damn time. Y'all got millions of dollars. Some of you niggas got billions. You understand? Got billions. And you still rapping about selling dope. You see? Still talking about rapping about selling dope. Nigga, you supposed to be rapping about how you getting them how you doing the business today, getting you the millions and the billions. We ain't talking about the shit you was doing on the block, nigga. You understand what I'm saying? That ain't what you doing now. And so why do you continue to lead the young brothers back to the block? Why do you rap about, disrespecting our sisters and shit? You understand what I'm saying? And you got wives, you got a wife that you supposedly love. And you rapping about disrespecting Black women and shit and this, that, and the third. And so we got to wonder what the fuck is really going on and what the real agenda is behind the scene. Now, like I said, I knew, we know that Will, I still, feel, I still say he did the right goddamn thing. I'm not discrediting what I saw, how he slapped old Chris Rock. I still say he should have slapped. Y'all act like that motherfucker Chris Rock is goddamn Marcus Garvey or some damn body. This motherfucker putting on all them sissy ass dresses and shit. Nigga on goddamn New Jack City talking about, man, what he say, man? I wouldn't dare say no shit like that. Even repeating what the fuck he said. Anytime you get a motherfucker to say some shit like that, y'all act like he's a crowning Jew. Like he done played some goddamn, man, you done played some of the most degrading goddamn positions ever, and Will did too. He did too. He did too. He did some level on some dumb shit beyond forgiveness. He did too. He did too. You understand what I'm saying? But you see him right there with the grip of the lion's paw. So he's in there too. He's in there too. You understand what I'm saying? And they probably feel like, well, nigga, you done stepped out of code. You understand what I'm saying? And sometimes you got to step out of code. You should never fall into that shit, though. Because you do shit that, cannot be forgiven. You know what I'm saying? That cannot be forgiven. And so, he said some shit, and I'm not going to go, I would never repeat none of that shit that them niggas talking about. You see this nigga right here, he ain't nothing but a in-between Jew. You understand what I'm saying? He ain't nothing but a Jew. He ain't nothing but a vulture. You understand what I'm saying? Niggas let anybody in. You understand what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The in-between niggas. You know what I'm saying? They ain't even niggas. You know what I'm saying? He in between. Culture vulture. But he got he put the owl on. You know what I'm saying? And, a lot of people don't know about the owl, even though they got it up out of the one he got on is actually directly from ancient Egypt. It's actually directly from ancient Egypt. He didn't went over there thieving, even though he's supposed to be a Jew. You understand what I'm saying? And y'all niggas ain't read the Talmud. And because you ain't read the Talmud and how they in there, degrading Black people to the lowest, the lowest, disrespect, that can be blurted out of motherfucking mouth. You know what I'm saying? We ain't even human. We soulless. And this, that, and the third. So, I'm quite sure he's aware of all of that. And so you see that he's indoctrinated himself into, Freemasonry and selling it, even though he done stole it right, the particular owl that he got. He stole it directly up out of ancient Egypt, though the belief system is two totally different beliefs. You know what I'm saying? That right there is that's Moloch. Okay, that's Moloch. We're gonna get in, and I ain't gonna drop too much information because you've got to get your ass in there Sunday. But these are just tidbits. You know what I'm saying? When you get up there, you're gonna get that real full course meal. And so you see the owl, and you see that's Moloch, and that was one of, if you go to the Bohemian Grove, you see the owl up there, and so you go up in there and you will see all the shit that the caveman is indoctrinated in. You know what I'm saying? And you might run up out of that motherfucker hollering and crying when you see it too. You see? And so, this is, but this is showing you. So even when you're dealing with the frats and you're dealing with the sororities and, you know what I'm saying? And you call them the boule. And the boule standing for advisors to the king. Advisor to the king. But goddamn it, who the king? And who the fuck is you advising? And what are you advising? You see what I'm saying? And so even when you start dealing with academia, you see what I'm saying? When you get into academia, what you get awarded what? Degrees. And then when you get in there and you put on the you got your graduation gown and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's Freemasonry. When you put the square, you got the square cap on your head with the tassel. You see the tassel, and you see also with the Shriners and shit. And then you see that the cap is on the square. You see, and so you being indoctrinated. And so that just lets you know right there that Freemasonry is in control of all academia. You see, and all academia. And so you going in there and get your goddamn degree. Wait a minute, let me drop a jewel. Let me drop a jewel. Just a small jewel. Let me drop a small jewel. And they can, and like I say, everybody ain't gonna, everybody ain't gonna, the little ones, everybody ain't gonna know. But the ones that run the organization, just like when you hear Albert Pike, he say at the highest degrees. You understand? 30, I think you say 30, 31, and 32nd. You see what I'm saying? So he dealing with the higher degrees. He ain't dealing with the lower degrees. You see? And so when you start, this for the academia. And so people don't want to, they don't want to accept the fact, oh man, well, a lot of what you saying, and is it all true? Okay, nigga, let's talk about it. I'm gonna just drop a few gems. I don't want to, put too much out there. You know what I'm saying? So when you talk about, your graduation, you see your cap, your tassel. You know what I'm saying? You see your graduation gown and shit. Wait a minute, hold on. I don't want to put that one up in there. Where is that? Here you go. Here you go. See, and so when you go in the courtroom, you see the judge is also wearing that same gown that you graduating. And you see he got the mallet. You see he got the mallet in his hand, but people don't understand that's the Masonic mallet. You see? You know what I'm saying? That's the Masonic mallet. You see the Freemasonry and the judicial setup on Black America. I got that coming soon. You see what I'm saying? And so even some of the courtrooms, you know what I'm saying? When you look at the courtroom and how it's laid out, you see what I'm saying? You see the checkerboard floor in there and shit and this, that. That's a goddamn lodge. You see? That's a lodge. And so in order to be in any position, you got to go through them. You understand? You got to go through them. And when you get your you got to be certified by the state. You got to come through the state. You know what I'm saying? That's all, if you can start coming through there, you got your frats, you got the Freemasons, but the Freemasons is at the top. You see? And so a lot of them motherfuckers is more than one. They be in a frat, they be in the Freemason, they be in more than one goddamn frat. They be in a frat and in the boule. You see what I'm saying? They be in one frat and in the boule. So you got to watch that. You got to watch that and understand. So when you start talking about hip hop, Shit, it's no different, in all the other, when you sign on the line, goddammit, they set the agenda. They the ones that set the agenda. They the ones that run that goddamn radio. You understand? You don't run shit. You don't run a goddamn thing. You know what I'm saying? They run that shit and put out there all that sick shit that you listen to every goddamn day. You know what I'm saying? So they got they got their niggas that they're going. He say the beast gonna say, nigga, rap that shit. Rap it. Nigga, rap killing and stealing and disrespect, rap it. And that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna get and do their very best to put the hardest beats on that sick shit and put it out there so they can put it up. And so it's a combination, collection, organization and you look at it and say, oh, these niggas got degrees, this, that. These niggas is infamous traitors to their goddamn race. We always talk about the low nigga, and we know the low nigga is doing all the sick shit that he can, but what about the motherfuckers that's supposedly been indoctrinated in high science and shit? What is their excuse for not, moving the race forward? You understand what I'm saying? Because we all is obligated to help our people move forward. What the fuck is their goddamn excuse? They ain't done nothing. The only thing they have done is line themselves with the agenda of the goddamn beast, and they will not move outside of it. Even if it's for a higher cause, such as to help their people, they're not going to do that. You understand what I'm saying? They're not going to do that. But at the same time, before I move up out of here today, because I don't want to be, because these, like I said, these are just tidbits. I know one, I knew that Prince Hall, when he started his, he called his lodge the African Lodge. And I believe Prince Hall came along in the 1700s, if I'm not mistaken. I believe he came along in, let me see. Was 1735. He died in 1807. You see, 17, born 1738, and he died 1807. He called his lodge the African Lodge. Them niggas changed it because they didn't want to be connected to Africa. But I believe, though, that he got his charter through an Irish regiment. That I got to get deeper. And I mean, I didn't read it, and I got to get myself, I'm studying, and I did this lecture so long ago, and that so much information is compiled. But I believe that he got his charter through an Irish regiment. Through an Irish regiment, which I believe was through the British Grand Lodge. I believe so. You know what I'm saying? And so when I thought about that, because I was doing research much later, where I actually got into see some imagery from the Irish Grand Lodge. And I say, you know what? Look at this shit. When I went and did the research, I want y'all to see this. Where is it? Here you go. Now, this is inside the Irish Grand Lodge, and this is the Egyptian room. And they got all type of, they got, the Pharaoh, they got Joe, this is Solomon. Look at this shit. Solomon. Got Pharaoh in there. They got, the black man. They know what time it is. And so maybe that, but at the same time, the Irish hate niggas like a motherfucker. Maybe they hate us so much because they know the very truth of who we are. And so you go in the Grand Lodge of Ireland, and you see right there, you see Pharaoh, and ain't no doubt that's a black man. Ain't no fucking doubt. Ain't nothing else that you could call him. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing else that you could call him other than a black man. And so that might be very well, why they gave that brother that damn charge. You know what I'm saying? Because they know that the fathers and mothers of all masonry on the planet is from Africa, up out of Egypt. You know what I'm saying? And to give y'all another tidbit before I get out of here, just so I'm letting y'all know, so y'all can see. You know, just like I showed y'all the judge with the mallet, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take you all the way back. You know what I'm saying? The Narmer at 200 BC, and you see him right there with the mallet. You see him with the apron on. You understand? You see him with the apron on. 3200 BC. So we are the true Masons, and we are not speculative Masons. Speculate, meaning the guessing shit. I did that on the air. You're a speculative Mason. You guessing. Yeah, you speculating and shit. You know, we're operative Masons, and we, you know, in our brotherhoods, you know, that we crowds, we were actually operative and, you know, philosophical Masons. You see what I'm saying? I'm not gonna, because we wasn't guessing about nothing, because we had charted everything. You know, and our evidence is still there. And so, family, it's going to be a powerful Sunday. I'm coming black tomorrow because I'm going to get on this Good Friday shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get on the Good Friday shit. But the link is in the video description. It's also in the comment, the chat room. Hit that link. Get your ticket. Be in the house. Power the family up. It's by divine intervention that I chose. I chose April 17th, but it wasn't no Easter on my calendar. I didn't even know it was it. I say, damn, it's divine intervention. So be in the house, family. This is the General Cyrus and Seti said, hey, arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Black Pop.